Very well, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Xseed Felghana. Last time we defeated our first boss on the second try. Unfortunately, I messed up my first attempt, but that's fine. You can just easily retry in this game, which is cool. Now, we have magic. So now, with square in my case, I shoot fireballs. Now see the bar just below my elf? Those are my MPs. Could die, please, that'd be great. Every segment of that bar is a fireball, and I have to wait for it to charge up if I use all of it. And it's charging up really slow. That's what the MP speed buff does. It makes that bar recharge faster. So right now, you can use it in conjunction with your sword, and sort of does the same damage. It's cool, I guess, but it doesn't really do much for us. Other than, you know, giving us some range. Which, again, it's cool, not gonna lie, but it does more or less the same damage as our sword strikes. So I'm just gonna stick to sword for right now. But there are some enemies that are definitely more susceptible to fire than others, and we'll meet some of them pretty soon, actually. For the next boss, I actually want to be level 8. I bet I'm gonna get there with at level 7. No, I'm level 7. Can I get one more level? I think I can probably get one more level. These guys are not giving me much experience. But there are some new enemies we'll find in a minute that will probably do the trick. Also, might as well use it, otherwise I'm wasting it, just keeping it there. One big difference between this version and the PSP version. In the PSP version, boost actually heals you a little bit when you use it. Oh, I see you found that bracelet we unearthed here a while ago. Not too shabby an artifact, but I don't know, I just got an eerie feeling from it. Seems powerful, scary even. None of us wanted this, so we put it in the storage, but you can use it, I'll bet. I guess the monster's down below. So, in matter of fact, and now here, in a second, we'll get introduced to a new enemy type. I have no idea what all these guys' names are, by the way. You can check them in the bestiary. I just call these guys goblins because they look like goblins, and like the flying guys, big bats, because it's kind of what they are, I guess. These things that we're gonna meet in a second, I have no idea what to call them. Other than big spiky dudes. Let's see where are they gonna pop up. There they are. So I'm just calling them big spiky dudes. You do want damage to them with the sword. You could technically defeat them like that, but the fire does 50 damage. So go ahead and spam your fireballs. And elf, we don't need that. Thank you. Also, another great farming spot in a second. There will be a bunch of them. This, you can actually come here earlier, but there's not much for you. Again, you can reach the second boss room. That's all about there is to it. Okay, going down, trying to keep the double experience. Don't push me down, please. Okay. Is this guy gonna come here? Oh, yes. There you go. Ah, come on. No, I lost my double experience. So one thing you can do with these guys, you can use them to raise your experience boost. Just smack him like that, get your hit chance high up, and then kill them with your 99 hit. That's something you can do, I guess. As long as you're doing at least 1 damage, you will raise your hit for the experience boost. If you're doing 1 damage, it won't work. I mean, if you're doing 0 damage, sorry, not 1. If you're doing 1, it works. Alright then. This is a good farming spot, because there's a lot of these guys. They're right near an entrance. Well, a lot. There's quite a few. You can also kill a bunch of the flying dudes. And you can just go in and out, you know. Please die. Thank you. We're almost close to level up. There it is. Level 8, right? Okay, we're good for the boss, I guess. Here we have an invisible chest, and if we do that, I'll make it visible. Make sure you do this, because the first ruby is very important. Now, you can charge up. There are specific jewels for each of the elemental bracelet, which is jewel acquired, the corresponding bracelet becomes more powerful. There's three of them, 3 of each. Within a single jewel, bracelet can deliver charge attacks. Additional jewels increase the rate of magic recovery, provided an overall increase in power. So you definitely look out for these things that are in dungeons. Now, we can do a big fireball. Which also does, if I can get an enemy here, a big explosion that lingers for a bit. And we like big explosions. And hopefully we can get you. And we're actually at the end of the dungeon. Yeah, here we are, save point. Just like that. Now, before I talk to you, I believe, yep, there is some extra money here. Who are you? And what are you doing in a place like this? An adventure? Well, if you're looking for Mayor Edgar, here I am. Ado, was it? Thank you for coming all this way. I was accosted by monsters and managed to lose them here, but hurt my leg quite badly in the process. I was actually just about to hobble my way back into the strange ruins beyond here when you showed up. They're quite peculiar. I picked my head in earlier, I must say. I've never seen anything like them before. Ado, I'm sorry to impose upon you even further, especially since we only just met. But would you be willing to examine these ruins in my place? With my injured leg, I fear what might happen to me should any more monsters attack. Or we come all this way. I know it's rude of me to ask, but I'm sure you're just as curious as I am, no? So please, would you do me this favor? Yeah, we'll save again. Here we have a second boss. And this boss has to be fought with the fireballs, which is why you cannot do it first. Alright, so this boss essentially starts by having 2 attacks. Either this one that you have to jump, or this one that you just have to move away. You just have to read the attack depending on the movements of her horns. If he does the horizontal swipes, you're gonna have to jump. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to get out of the way. Also have different sounds, so you could sort of do this blindfolded, I guess. If you really wanted to. Now she does get this attack, unfortunately, which does this tornado, which makes it a little harder for you to dodge. She also gets a new attack later. Is it this one? Yeah, I believe for that one you just have to get close to her. Alright, stop messing around, Fatal. Stop messing around. Yeah, just do that. Get closer to her and you'll be fine. But that's it. He's done.
Up with that ring. If I remember correctly, you jump this and then you attack it, because then he does this. That does a lot of damage. But we also do a lot of damage. So it's pretty easy if you're an high enough a level. Ow. That's okay. One more hit. Done.
What are you doing here? You don't listen very well. I believe we ended down a royal edict to close the quarry, did we not? If you'd just done as you were told, you wouldn't have gotten hurt. So spare me the lecture. Do as the Lord Maguire asks. You. I wonder what had become of you, but I never imagined. You aren't really working for Count Megair, are you? Oh, but I am. I'm a devoted knight in service of the great Lord Megair. Therefore, I'll thank you to keep a respectful tone when you address me. Who goes there? You aren't from Redmond. What business have you here? A friend of Dozi's? I never thought he'd come back, and certainly not now. No matter. Lord Megair's orders were explicit regarding the closure of the quarry. If you've come to lead this old man out of here, then I suggest you do so immediately. Wait, what about Elena? Or do you even care that she's being worried sick about you? She doesn't even know if you're alive or dead. I've grown weary of playing nursemaid. She's 17. She's old enough to cope without her being big brother. You should tell her to forget about me. Hell, coming from you, she might even do it. Ah, but where are my manners? It would seem I've forgotten to introduce myself. I'm Chester Stoddart, a high-ranking knight in service of Felghana's lord, His Grace Count Megair. Adol, was it? As an adventurer, I know you may be tempted, but I advise you not to get involved in our politics. That is, of course, unless you're eager to die. Count Megair is the Lord of Felghana, though he's not native to this land. He's actually from Romn. From the moment he took power here, he levied exorbitantly high taxes and pressured us into forced labor. Then, a few days ago, he ordered us to shut down Tagri Quarry, the town's primary source of income. Naturally, we refused since he gave us absolutely no reason, and that's about when you showed up. To think that Chester would willingly serve a man like that, what could possibly be running through his head? He left his little sister behind too, and she hasn't heard a word from him in months. Honestly, I have a hard time believing it. Even now, knowing what I know, I keep thinking that it can't be true. And what am I supposed to do? Just tell Alina to try and forget about him? I couldn't possibly agree to that. I'd never be so callous. No. Alina? How long have you been listening? I heard you made it home from the quarry and that you were hurt. So I thought I'd stop by to check on you. And I overheard your whole conversation. I'm sorry. Alina. It's good to know Chester's alright at least, but that's little consolation right now. Ever since they were orphaned 12 years ago, those two really have watched out for one another. Up until about 3 years ago, they lived at my house, and I'd always put Chester in charge whenever I was away. I figured it would teach him to be a responsible young man, though honestly I never did get the hang of raising him. Adol, could I persuade you to look in on Elena for me? Right now I think she might find it easier to open up to an impartial third party. This bothers me that you had to fight such a huge creature, to say nothing of it having that evil looking statue in its possession. I have to wonder if the statue may have been what Megair was after when he shut down the quarry. We'll find out eventually. Don't know how we would have ever managed without you, Adol. Mayor Edgar is the only thing standing between us and Megair's oppressive tyranny, and without you, it'd be gone. Quarry's closure will hit us like a ton of bricks, but we'll manage. As long as we have Mayor Edgar, we'll survive. As I'm sure you've noticed, the quarry is basically nothing but a huge monster nest at the moment. We could deal with Megair's breathing down our necks, but the monster poses a real threat. So as much as we hate to do it, we're actually going to shut down mining operations for however long we need to. Been lots of bad things happening at the quarry lately. Not too long, one of the wooden bridges we're building there came tumbling down. One of our apprentice miners died in that one. Bob was his name. I can't even bear to think about it, or I might start crying again. Yeah, we've seen the collapsing bridge. Remember that bridge and we like saw an item? Oh shoot, what? Oh, my controller is disconnected for a second. I actually have to use freaking DS4 window to play this game, because normally connecting DualShock to the PC won't do it. This game, for some reason, when I tell him to use the DualShock, it thinks I'm just holding up the entire time, but I'm not. It's weird. Oh, what to do. With the quarry closed, I'll never get my hands on any Revalor. My investors will all drop and I'll be ruined. I don't look forward to the mountains of debt that'll await me when I get back to Romn. Failure, thy name is Antonio. But wait, you're the type that people randomly send on quests, aren't you? Please, sir, sell me some Ravel ore. If you can find me just enough to keep my backers from breaking my kneecaps, I'll buy from you a top gold. What do you think? An irresistible offer, no? I swear, I'll pay handsomely. You have to spend money to make money, after all. Just 10 pieces of Ravel. Which we do not have right now, but this is a quest that we'll be able to do. Let's see here. Where do I want to go? We can actually get Ravel right now. I think we have to go in here, talk to this guy. Shutting down the quarry is completely absurd. That quarry is the lifeblood of this town. Our work there has been a source of pride for a generation of miners. What the hell is Dewey allowing this to go through? Why isn't he fighting it? I just realized I'm ranting to a complete stranger. Wait, aren't you the swordsman that rescued my son? Sorry, I've been thinking about the situation in the quarry a lot lately, and every time it makes my blood boil. Ever since they closed it, the Count's men have seen going in and out like they own the place. It's aggravating. That quarry is far too important to this town, and everyone in it is for just to look the other way. At any rate, I hear you wiped out all the monsters down there, even the big ones that nested in the deepest mines. Even if you're not from Redmond, you're a true friend of this town. Here, I got something for you. We get 7 of the 10 Ravel ore that we need. I hope my son grows a spine like yours one of these days. And the other 3 can actually be found over here. We can't play outside the town, so me and you are playing hide and seek. Here's it, and I thought this would be a real good hiding place. And I'm a little scared because look, you can see something is shiny at the bottom. What is that? It could be a shiny monster, or maybe it's a treasure. Arr! But it could be sharp treasure. Ow! I'll pull the shiny object from the bottom of the well as the other 3 Ravel ore. So what was it? I want to see. Show me. Show me. It's just a bunch of rocks. Ah, boo. I was hoping it'd be diamonds or something. Well, thanks for showing me anyway. Most people would just told me not to bother them. Chester was always real nice to me. I always be up in his business. He never once scolded me for it. He'd always play with me and Elena and even took us on walks outside the town sometimes. And he taught me how to fish too. You'd think it'd be boring, but it's not. It's actually real fun. He's not here anymore though. He went someplace far away. Sometimes I feel like he's never gonna come back. Alright, with that, we can sell this to you. Looks like it's done with Ravel ore for 500 gold. Hell yes. Deal is done. There it is. And now you want 50. I don't remember if it's like 3 or 4 of them that you have to do with him. I find it a little harder to stuff out of Pierre. Something's happened with the priest. Guess I was wrong about you, mister. You really saved the mayor? Man, you must be super duper strong. He's not here right now, but Chester was super duper strong like that too. You gotta tell me sometimes when you beat the monsters. Promise you'll tell me, Mr. Adol. Just attack him a bunch of times with the sword. That's all it takes, really. Actually, went into the mines, the scary monster-infested mines, all by yourself just to rescue our mayor? It's like you're some kind of mythical hero from a storybook. Your name is Adol, right? I hear you're one of those sword-wielding adventurer types who go around saving the world. Are there others? Thought I was the first one. Dodgy certainly has good taste in best friends, it seems. He's always spouting nonsense and playing practical jokes on people. I just don't know what to do with him. Can I buy anything? Oh my. I don't mind. See that bracelet you got there. I consider myself something of an expert when it comes to old jewelry and knickknacks. I knew it. This is no ordinary bracelet. It's an ancient artifact with innate elemental energy trapped inside. Did you fit this little gemstone inside it yourself? You got good sense. Gemstones like these help increase the bracelet power by magnifying its energy. Anyway, thanks for letting me fill up your jewelry. You really stumbled on something special. Take good care of it. Now, I want to buy equipment. We can buy the tier 2 mail, which will definitely help out, and that's about it, right? Yeah, that's about it. Oh, can we buy this? Oh, we can buy Longsword too, which is a tier 2 sword, right? Unfortunately, we cannot refine that, but that's fine. Yeah, that's tier 2. Now, cool. Sorry. A cool thing that will happen, we won't be able to see it today, is when you equip one full tier of equipment, Adol's skin actually changes. You know, you'll see him in like in different armor colors. Fortunately, we don't have tier 2 shields just yet. You know, I left a wife and son behind in Garmin. I wonder how they're doing these days. If you can get work as a knight, you're in for an easy ride. Life becomes like a never-ending party. The wife was dead set against the whole idea, but I did it anyway. What do you know? She was right, as always. Should have listened to her. Townsfolk never tried to count mods even from the outset. I never liked that mod, sorry. He's levied ridiculous high taxes and even taken people from the town to build his castle. Rumor has it also hired a lot of mercenaries to do his bidding. Knighting them on the spot is a lure. I think even most Roman politician would disapprove of his tactics. Thank you so much, Adol. You've done us a great service with bringing our men back safe and sound. Is it true you took down giant monsters in there? Everyone in town's been talking about the new red-haired hero who showed up out of the blue to save the day. I can honestly say I'm proud to have you staying under my roof. And now we only need to hit the church, I believe, and Alina's house. Let's go talk to Alina first. So I believe you have to go here, right? Yeah. Chester. Hello. I'm sorry, I've just got a lot on my mind. My brother gave me this pendant. He left it here in a letter for me on the day he vanished. I guess it makes me feel closer to him when I wear it. But in reality, it was closer than I ever realized all this time. I'm so sorry, Adol. So many horrible rumors have been going on about my brother. And then to hear the man who raised me confirm them all. I just want to know what's happening and why. He must have a reason, right? Maybe I'm being selfish. I should just be grateful he's alive. In a way, it's like a weight I've been carrying for the last 6 months has been lifted for me. I may not know what's going through his mind just yet, but I do know that if I could talk to him, just talk to him, then things might go back to normal. So don't worry about me, I'll be okay. But thank you for your concern, Adol. I really do appreciate it. I mean, I just walked in and didn't say anything. So, whatever you say. Because I can't say anything, right? This has become quite serious indeed. Why would Father Pierre go to such a place? Please, forgive me. I should have tried harder to stop him. My, such blazing red hair. You must be Adol. I've heard murmurings about you amongst the townsfolk. My name is Nicholas. I'm head of the Felghana diocese. I was also the town's priest until 3 years ago. Now I serve at the castle while Father Pierre enlightens the town. I still drop by from time to time, though. Old habits do die hard, as they say. I fear, however, that my visit today may be a bit less strange than usual on account of Father Pierre's absence. Are you familiar with the Ilbun's ruins to the northeast of here? They are the remnants of a temple used by practitioner of a pagan religion from a long-lost era. It would seem that Father Pierre has taken it upon himself to visit that temple for purposes unknown. It's unsafe in every regard. There's a dormant volcano behind it which has recently become active anew. And popular rumors suggest the place is infested with monsters of all shapes and sizes. Wouldn't you know? All the more reasons for concern. One cannot help but fear the worst. Adol Kristin. They say you're the one who rescued Mayor Edgar from the quarry. Is it true? Given your considerable skill, may I humbly request you undertake another such mission to find Father Pierre? Such selfless courage. On behalf of the church, you have my deepest gratitude. I believe you'll be needing this. The Ilbun ruins are just off the road to the northeast of here. This key opens the access gate. Please do whatever you can to ensure the safety of Father Pierre. May God be with you. Fight well, adventurer. Now before I go and save the game, here's a question for you guys. If he has the key, and we'll find the gate closed, and open it with the key, how did Father Pierre even get past the gate that we'll find next time? Who knows? But we don't care about these questions, because we all care about is gameplay, right? This is what we play these games for anyway. So, next time, the Ilbun ruins, or at least we might even do them all in one shot, because there's only one boss that's at the end of them. Yeah, we'll see. See you then.